Hello, this is Todd Hubbs, agricultural economist at the University of Illinois. Today I'm talking about my weekly outlook as corn oversold for June 18, 2018. We saw corn have a sharp sell-off last week as tariffs were announced against China by the Trump administration. It feels like corn got caught up in a downward commodity price move despite having strong consumption fundamentals, as witnessed in last Tuesday's WASDE report. We continue to see strength in corn demand, except for maybe feed and residual use, but ethanol grind and exports continue to show strength as we move through 2018. So as right now, it does feel like we've taken all the weather premium out of corn with a strong start to the growing season, but the market appears to be a little oversold to me. This slide showing the U.S. corn supply and use tables for the last few marketing years. The last two columns are the current marketing year we're working on and next marketing year, 2018-19. In the red, you see the numbers that changed with the WASDE report last Tuesday. Imports were reduced 5 million bushels, which led to a reduction in total supply, and we saw exports expand to 2.3 billion bushels. Currently, corn is on pace to hit that number and could possibly exceed it, so the strength in exports is still there. Additionally, we've seen really strong ethanol grind. Right now, my calculations are we're about 5 to 10 million bushels above the USDA's current estimate, but it's pretty close. When we're looking forward to 2018-19, it really is coming down to how big a crop we're going to see. And the lack of a weather premium in the market right now is a little bit strange, considering we've not even reached the height of summer. This graph showing the correlation of good and excellent crop condition ratings with detrended U.S. average corn yield from 1986 through 2017 each week during the growing season. This is a graph from an article Scott Irwin and I did last week, What to Make of High Early Season Crop Condition Ratings for Corn. If you have any interest, there's a much more detailed explanation. But the gist of it is, we really don't see the crop conditions rating giving a strong indication of final yield until about the middle of July. So to take all the weather premium, and I know I'm complaining about the market taking all the weather premium out of the corn prices, but to take all the weather premium out at this point seems a little bit premature. The only other big supply factor left to think about other than yield, which is off to a strong start, is the acreage. This graph showing the change in acreage of corn planted from the March Prospective Plantings Report to the June acreage report from 1997 through last year. On average, it's been about a positive 446,000 acres. What we have seen a lot of variation in that, with the low decrease, or the highest decrease, coming in 1997 when we saw 1.18 million acres smaller reported in June, and the largest increase was 2.4 million acres in 2007. Right now, there doesn't seem to be any indication of more than average increase in corn acreage in the Corn Belt. The crop got in a timely manner, but we'll find out on June 29th whether that acreage changes significantly. Corn prices appear to be a bit oversold to me right now. Corn suffering from the trade uncertainty surrounding China tariffs. You need to keep in mind, corn exports to China through April have been less than 1% of total corn exports. And while we have seen some ethanol exports, and that may cut into ethanol exports as we move forward, corn and the corn complex isn't as affected by the China tariffs. Now, in the long run, if a trade war impacts economic growth, that could hurt corn consumption. But in the short run, I think we're turning back to how big a crop are we going to get, and we're going to be looking at the weather over the next couple of weeks to see if a weather premium comes back into the market. Thank you for your time. You can find my weekly outlook and daily analysis of issues related to Corn Belt farm economics at farm.daily.illinois.edu. I look forward to seeing you around the state of Illinois.